What's up, world? Mr. Winter Gentleman Speaks here, Shaughnessy Haynes. And I would like to talk to you guys a little bit today about your next is not your ex. So picture this scenario. You're in a relationship with someone for about 4 or 5 years. Everything has been good for the most part, but you have your typical relationship issues. You have your days when you disagree. You have your days when you argue. You have your days when you fight. You have your days when you're bickering. But for the most part, everything has been smooth. You've fallen for this person, or you have failed for this person. You're learning this person. You growing with this person, and you see yourself building a future with this person. You also have even got to a level to where you feel like you're talking about marriage, you're talking about kids, you're talking about living together. This is a person who has come into your life and gave you stability, something that you have never felt before from anybody else. This is a person that you can look into the future and see yourself growing with and see yourself building with. In your heart, you know you don't want to be with anybody else. You know that this is the person that has come in and made you feel a way that nobody else has ever made you feel. They have given you something that nobody else has ever given to you. And this is one person that you feel like God placed in your life just for you. But then it happens. The infidelity happens. The lack of communication happens. The misunderstanding happens. The lying happens. And then everything just seems like it starts to fall apart. This person is not the same anymore. They're not communicating the way they used to communicate. They're not listening the way they used to listen. They don't do all the things that they used to do to make you, that made you fall in love with them, that make you want to be around them every day, that make you just sit at your desk and work and just daydream about them all day and just daydream about your relationship and just daydream about your future with them. So the relationship comes to an end. You go your way, they go theirs. You're tore up inside. You're sitting back, you're hurting, you're crying every day. You're telling your friends how broken you are. You thought that he was the one, or you thought she was the one, and now you don't know what direction to go. But then you get on Facebook and you see they moved on with their life. Now he's with the next woman. Now she's with the next man. They're happy. They don't give a damn about how you feeling. Y'all haven't had any forms of communication since y'all broken up. And he seems like he's living a life. She seems like she's living a life. And you're sitting back and you're just torn. And in your head, you're wondering, how can somebody move on so fast? And how can someone basically come into your life and use you for all of those years and not want to be with you, but you looking on social media and you hearing the rumors about how they moved on and how they giving this new person all of that and how they built with this person and how this new person is now living on this type of pedestal, but they never want to put you up there. And now you build this wall. Now you're trying to move forward, but you're trying to also protect yourself at the same time. You're trying to protect your heart. You're trying to protect your feelings. You don't want to put yourself in that type of situation ever again, to where you're walking in a situation thinking that it's going to go in one direction, and then years later it end up crumbling and it goes into a different direction. So now you built this wall up, but you're steady trying to move forward. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys today, and this is where we have to stop doing this. It's okay to build that wall. Everybody has been hurt before. Men has been hurt before. Women have been hurt before. We've all been there before. We've all been in that relationship where we thought it was going to take us to where we wanted to go. We all thought we was in that position to where we felt like we was going to be with this person for the rest of our life. But that's not the direction that God wanted us to go in. So that relationship came to an end. But in that broken relationship was a message. It was a message for us to grow. It was a message for us to learn what we need to do better as individuals, the areas that we need to learn and to compensate where we were lacking in. And that's one of the things I feel like in many relationships we don't grasp once they end. We have to understand that there's a purpose to our pain. And in that purpose, we have to understand that it's not for to break us, but it's to help rebuild us. And it's okay to build that wall, because at the same time, you learn it. You want to protect yourself. You want to protect your feelings. But at the same time, you're not ready to move on once you still have that wall built. And this is what you have to understand. Ladies, I'm talking to you right now. I know a lot of time men come into your life and men do the things that they do. I was once that man. I can admit that. And I know we're not perfect and I know we're not great, but not all men have a motive of hurting you. Until you're healed and you're ready to move on, Don't move on. Stay single. Let your mind mature. Let your heart heal. Let your soul replenish itself. Because this last relationship has taken so much out of you. We get that. I get that. Many men do understand that. It's a lot of men that don't, but it's a lot of us that do. And when you're ready to move forward, guess what? God is going to have that perfect man right there for you that's waiting for you. The person that he also has broken down to his core and rebuilt. Because this man has just been through a bad relationship before too. Or this man has watched his sister go through a bad relationship. Or he watched his mom go through a bad relationship. So now he understands and he's been learning, this is not what I want to see a woman go through. The woman that I wake up and I tell I love every day, the woman that I kiss and tell I love every night, I don't want her to experience that. So now he's learning, he's maturing, and he's growing into a level to where he also understands how women needs to be treated. But he will remain single and date, but you are ready to go and move on with somebody else, but you still have this brokenness. And to my queens, you have to understand, you can't give any parts of you until you're whole. If you're still in pieces yourself, if your soul is still in pieces from being broken from a past relationship, you're only going to be given replenished pieces that you need for your own soul to somebody else that's not ready for it. And in turn, they don't understand how to appreciate it. And in turn, you're steady deplenishing yourself. And this is something that you have to understand, is that it's okay to have the wall up. It's okay to protect yourself. But your next is not your ex. Every man's motive is not to hurt you. Every man's motive is not to cause you pain, to cheat on you. Every man is not a womanizer. Every man is not a cheater. Every man don't have this just thought process of, I'm just going to have sex with all these women and I'm not going to ever commit. There are some really, really good men out there. And it's a good man out there for you, but you can't get that good man. And God is not going to deliver that good man to you until he knows that you have fully matured, you have fully healed from the brokenness, and that you're ready to receive that. And if you feel like you're ready to move on and he's not, but you're trying to force the situation, you're going to continue to attract the same type of men that has broken you before. And why you think that every time you try to steady fill yourself up, you're steady running back on E. Because you still, even though you have that wall up, and even though you're going to limit this person to this, and you're going to tell this person you're not ready for this, you think that that next person, that man that who is mentally ready to take those next steps with you, why should he feel deprived of those things? If he's ready to marry you, but you're still broken, then why are you in a relationship with him? Like, this man is ready to make a commitment because he feels like he understands what he needs to do as a man now. He knows he needs to step up. God has put him in a position to where he has restored his soul and he knows what it takes to make a woman happy. But if you're not ready for that, you can't make that commitment and temporarily let that gate down, because now you got all these men that's coming into your life steady trying to climb that gate, and every man is going to get frustrated from trying to climb that gate that you have up. And until you ready to move on, you let that gate down that protects your heart. And you say, okay, I've been hurt once before. I've been hurt twice before. But at the same time, I know that the next man is not going to be like my ex-man. I'm going to put my faith in God. I'm going to understand that he's not going to bring anybody else into my life that's going to hurt me. And at the same time, I got to make sure I give myself time to heal. 3 months is not enough time to heal. Sometimes 6 months is not enough time to heal. Sometimes a year is not enough time to heal. You take enough time, as much time as you need, to make sure that you get yourself together and that you're ready to move on, because you don't deserve what you just been through. No woman deserves that. What you deserve is waking up every day happy. What you deserve is being loved. What you deserve is being appreciated. And on the flip side, what this man deserves is not to be treated like your ex, not to be told, well, I'm not ready to go here and I'm not ready to do this. My last person hurt me. And now you're ready to check his cell phone. Now you're ready to go through his iPad. Now you're ready to go through his phone while he's in the shower because you think he's cheating on you because this is what you've been through with your past relationships. No, the next man doesn't deserve all that. He deserves a fair shot just like you gave the last man. He deserves the opportunity he deserves the opportunity to be understood. He deserves the opportunity to be listened to. He deserves the opportunity to be respected and say, I'm going to put my trust in you, and I just hope that you don't break that. And any real man out there, he will understand what you've been through. He will respect your past, and he wouldn't want to put you through what you've been through before. So to all my fellas out there, you know what you need to do. I've been that guy before. And I know that I wouldn't be ready to bring a queen into my life unless I'm ready to treat her like one. And ladies, the king that God has for you, he's not like any of your exes. What you need to do is put that ex out of your head, move past him, don't even think about him again. His purpose in your life was to make you a better woman. And now this new man that God has for you is going to make you an excellent woman, an excellent wife, an excellent queen that you are. That's why I want to share that with you guys today about your next is not your ex, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen.